はい、じゃあ皆さんこんにちは。ジョーダニングです。久しぶりです。Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Unit 2, Section 4. This book is mine. And today's main points are all about how to show possession using the particle no, and how to combine the words this and that with another noun. So things like saying this book, this dog, that movie, that person. We're going to learn about how to say things like that in Japanese. And no, you do not use kore, sore, or are plus a noun. So how do you do it? Well, that's what we're talking about today. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so in today's lesson we are going to be using some old past footage that I put together, so it's time to go back in time to those days, which is going to require a little bit of a clothes change. I'm not wearing the same clothes today as I was on that day, so let's go! Alright, the next grammar that we're going to be looking at today is how to combine two nouns. In English, we like to use the possessive apostrophe S with some words. For example, the man's cell phone. The man's cell phone. We also use of in English to combine two nouns together. For example, the University of Arizona. So how do we do that in Japanese? We use another particle. Today's particle is no. No. So we have noun A, no, noun B, which will help us to say things like the dog's food, or the man's iPhone, or the University of something something. So let's practice this one. The English sentence that we're going to be working with is, this is the teacher's book. Noun A is the teacher. Noun B is book. We add apostrophe S in English to make these two nouns go together. And in Japanese, we just add no. So this in Japanese is kore. Kore gets wa because it's the subject. Then we say the first noun, sensei, for teacher. Then we say no, sensei no. And then book in Japanese is hon. So sensei no hon. Now is des. Altogether it's kore wa sensei no hon desu. Alright. So here's some examples that we're going to try to make together. Here's our word bank. The first one we're going to try to do is the teacher's T. We already know how to say teachers. This was sensei no. All we have to add to that is the word for tea, which is ocha. Ocha. Altogether, it would be sensei no ocha. Next one is I's teacher. Now, I purposely wrote I's teacher because in English it's irregular. When we want to say something that is mine, we use the word my in English, right? We don't have to add apostrophe S. But in Japanese, you need to add no to I to say my. The word for I in Japanese is watashi. Now we need the word for teacher, which is sensei. So if I want to say my teacher, it would be watashi no sensei. Watashi no sensei. Next is your apple. You in Japanese is anata. It's not used as often as we use you in English, but it's good to remember. Anata. Now we have to add the no. Anata no to make your. Then we need apple, which in Japanese is ringo. So when you put it together, it's anata no ringo. Alright, so now let's take this noun A, no, noun B structure and put it in a whole sentence. For example, this is your apple. If we want to say this is your apple, what we have to do is first say the word for this, and then put des on the end after your apple. So we just had your apple. Your apple was anata no ringo. So now say this and make it the subject. So これはあなたのリンゴです. See how that works? Next we have, this is the apple's teacher. We're going to do this so you don't accidentally switch noun A and noun B's spot. The thing that does the possessing always comes first. So, if I wanted to say the apple's teacher, it would be これはリンゴの先生です. However, that's a little bit weird. Let's change this to a sentence that we would find more often in daily conversation. This is the teacher's apple. これは先生のリンゴです.
Watashi. 私のあなたあなたの私の教科書あなたの教科書私の水筒あなたの水筒誰の携帯ですか
私のです。
はい、どうぞ。
すいません。すいません。これは誰の水筒ですか？
はい、私のです。
ゆきさん。はい、どうぞ。
ありがとうございます。
Alright. So now it's time to look at some ko, so, a, do words. Up until now, we've only studied kore, sore, and are. Kore means this, and it's talking about something close to the speaker. Sore means that, and it's something close to the listener. Are means that, and it's something that's far from both the listener and the speaker. And dore, which we haven't talked about yet, is like a WH question word. And it means which. In Japanese, if I want to say something like this smartphone, or this dog, or that person, that building over there, I wouldn't say kore no smartphone. I wouldn't use kore no like this. Rather, if I want to put this with a noun, in other words, this thing or that thing over there, or which thing, I have to use these words. In Japanese, these words work like prefixes. They have to attach to a noun. So, kono thing, sono thing, ano thing, dono thing. So, if I want to say this smartphone, kono smartphone, that would mean a smartphone that is close to me. But let's say I'm talking to you, and you had the smartphone, then it would be sono smartphone. If it was a smartphone that was far from both of us, and I wanted to say that smartphone, it would be ano smartphone. Now, if there were many smartphones, and I didn't know which one you were talking about, I would say dono smartphone. So, now we have some other examples here. That puppy is cute. This would be a puppy that's close to you, the listener. その子犬は可愛いですね。その子犬。子犬 is puppy. その is that when combined to a noun. Which puppy is cute? Now we're using the WH question form, or the do question word, and adding no to it, and it would be どの子犬. In the sentence, it would be どの子犬が可愛いですか? That's a lot different than these ones. Usually in Japanese, if I want to say this, that over there, or which, I could just use これ、それ、どれ. These words can be the subject. These are already nouns in of themselves and don't have to be necessarily attached to something else. But if I want to attach the words this and that and which to something, like a noun, I have to use these words.
この鉛筆、その鉛筆、あの鉛筆。この本、その本、あの本。この紙、その紙、あの紙。
Alright, that's all for today's lesson. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments or ask your teacher directly. Don't forget also to do the worksheet that goes with this lesson. See you next time.